game ball is Colleen Hart. In her time as a jumbo, Colleen averaged 13.2 points per game, played in 3 NCAA tournaments, and was a starting point guard on the 2008 team that reached the Elite Eight. Colleen went on to play professionally for 1 season in Switzerland. Thank you, Colleen, for being here to present the game ball, and congratulations once again to Michaela. And now, we ask you to please rise and remove your caps to honor America as we play our national anthem. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups.
All right, welcome to Cousins Gymnasium here at Tufts University. We're bringing you this NESCAC matchup between the Trinity Bantams and the Tufts Lady Jumbos. We're getting our starting lineups here from Trinity. I'm Tom Jazanowski here with Tom Mahoney. Tom and Tom today on the broadcast. We're bringing you this NESCAC action today. Tom, what are you looking forward to in the game?
Looking forward to a good basketball game. Jumbo's obviously coming in here 20-0 on the season. Looking to continue their, looking to set, I think, the longest win streak in their program's history tonight. Really been a spectacular year for them so far. Winning, not only winning, but winning convincingly almost every single game. They've only 2 of their wins have been decided by single digits. So if you're the Jumbos tonight, you got to focus on this game, even though there's that monster matchup tomorrow with also number 2 ranked undefeated Amherst. Just looking for some good basketball. Looking forward to some good basketball here tonight. That's
right. That's something we talked about before the game. You know, could this be a trap game for the Jumbos? We know that they've got the big matchup tomorrow here, Cousins Gymnasium against Amherst College, but they've got to get business done tonight. For the game tomorrow to mean that much, they have to get business done tonight, and I think they understand that. And obviously, this is a really critical matchup, but it looks kind of one-sided. We know Trinity 11-7 overall, only 2-4 in the NESCAC. Tufts coming in with that, the perfect 20-0 record. And we saw last weekend, Michaela North set the all-time record for points scored in Tufts career history. And that was obviously a great accomplishment. And tonight they go for another Tufts school record, most wins in a row for 21 tonight.
Really is a dominant group, a team that has had 2 kind of frustrating losses in the national championship the last 2 years, but are well on their way to making another deep run in the NCAA tournament. And it's February; it's starting near the end of the season. That conference tournament is fast approaching, and I think the Jumbos, with all the momentum they built up, they want to continue that here tonight.
Yeah, the Jumbos obviously have a lot of momentum, and they could get. This is a big conference weekend for them. 2 big games. Obviously, we talked a lot about the game tomorrow. They can get themselves started on the right foot tonight with a strong performance. And we know that they're going to do everything that they can. We know that they play strong defense, and it's up to Trinity to try to disrupt that. Obviously, they are coming to Tufts Court, and we'll see if the Bantams can pull off an upset here. So we are gathering for the opening tip. It looks like it will be North against Courtney Erickson. Erickson, the sophomore for the Bantams. The tip's up. North wins and goes to Baptista. Baptista handles to Dillon. Moves it over to North. North out to Baptista. Into Lee.
They're looking to post up North here early, try to get her going.
Yeah.
Top of the key
Nap
now.
to North. North to Baptista with the turnaround jumper. Just a bit short. Rebound goes out, recovered by Trinity.
Tough shot. You know, if you're Trinity, you want to keep this a low-scoring affair. Jumbos can put up points on you in a hurry. It's a good start by Trinity on D there, forcing Baptiste to take a tough fadeaway shot. Tough turnover there. Can't have that against the Jumbos.
Dylan ahead to Nap. Nap controls for the layup. That's
really tough shot there by Nap. Good adjustment of the body. Dylan looking to push tempo here early, and Jumbos get some points out in transition.
Dylan's the tone setter here.
Yep,
So
great defense.
Josie Lee forces the turnover. Ahead to Nap again. Nap pulls back. Josie Lee out wide. Holsters. Josie Lee swings it over to Dylan. Dylan drives down the baseline. Out to North with a short jumper. Just short. Rebounds off. And there's a jump ball.
Good shot. Good shot by North. Solid possession. Looked like Nap had Dylan breaking open there in transition, but couldn't quite find her. But if you're the Bantams right now, you're playing. You know what you're up against, and turning the ball over is just not going to help your cause. You want to have good possessions and at least try to get a good shot, but giving the ball away like that against this sort of team is not going to help.
There's the shot by Trinity off the mark. Dylan recovers.
Dylan's really active early here.
That was Caitlin Lewis, the senior, with the shot. There's Lauren Dylan driving. Foul called on the floor.
Tufts looking to attack the rim here, try to get some good easy baskets. Definitely have a size advantage there, especially with North there in the paint. Look for them to really exploit the size matchup.
Yeah, North has 2 inches on Erickson, so we will see how they use that. Baptista Baptista wide there on the shot, recovered by Sheena Landy, and the foul called on Tufts.
I don't know if I agree with that call right there, but if you're Nap, that's not a foul you want right there. Kind of careless, but good shot by Baptista though. Wide, a good open three in rhythm. Just didn't fall.
Baptista usually makes those. I think she's around a 40% three-point shooter, so we'll see if they try to work that angle. We know she has a height advantage as well. Now we have Baptista matched up on Erickson. North down low on Aaron Cunningham.
Good defense here. Really getting up into the body of the defender right now.
A travel called there.
This backcourt of the Jumbo is doing a really good job getting up in the body of these Trinity guards, not allowing them to kind of get into their offense and causing turnovers and disruption. Trinity really not able to get any sort of offensive flow going here early.
Baptista carries at the top of the key. Pulls up, but bricks it, and it's on the floor. It's going to be another jump ball. This one will stay with the Jumbos.
She's a dynamic offensive player. You can see the handle. She has the size and a smooth jump shot. Baptista, leading the team in scoring this year. North, the team kind of revolves around North as she gets the ball there, but Baptista is a very important piece of this team.
Yeah. North misses another leaner there. Here we see Aubrey Udall brings it up.
Good defense.
Stifled outside. Jumbo's defense.
Trinity send their
Josie Lee there, scrapping another jump ball called.
Yeah, if you're, Tufts it's crazy. Tufts are picking up their defense about the volleyball line right now.
Yeah.
When you're, it's tough to set up an offense when you're that far away from the basket. Jumbo's doing a really good job early of, applying a ton of pressure.
Yeah, it's. Jumbos are only up by 2 right now, but it feels like a lot more. They've been winning all these battles.
It's like an offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul off the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what the turnover count is right now, but I think it's at least 4 right now. If you're Trinity, you gotta, it's tough, but you gotta try to get some sort of offensive rhythm going. But if you're for the Jumbos, just their defense is on full display, and this is what really wins them a lot of games. We were looking at, the times they hold teams to under 40 points in a game, and it's often, and you can see why. It's active defense, and picking, guards picking them up, pretty far out. That
Josie Lee with an excellent move there in the low post gets to. Oh, there's an off.
Might have been. Looked like maybe a travel.
Yeah, looked like a travel.
Like she might have taken a couple extra steps. Good move, but
yeah. Udell brings it up to the point again.
That they wouldn't call that in the NBA.
Swings it over. There's Peace Kabari with the ball. Being guarded by Baptista. Moves it over to Caitlin Lewis. Again, the Jumbos setting up way out, well outside.
They're at the half-court line setting up the offense.
Yeah. There's Erica Junquette. This is the lineup. And a Tufts ball.
Better job there by Trinity setting a screen. It was a good shot, but, Jumbo's nice job on the boards. For the Jumbos right now, a little slow start on the offensive end, but you just get the feeling that this defense is going to be, a lot for Trinity to handle throughout the game.
Yeah, Trinity probably knew what to expect coming into the game. Obviously has a deep history with the Jumbos and Coach Berube, but they've not been prepared at. But Trinity forces a turnover of their own. Yeah,
trying to force feed North there. Not a great pass, but it's Jumbo's offense. A little touch and go here early, but defensively you can't say enough about what they're doing.
You see the Bantams just brought in some height. Emily Peters, the freshman from North Attleboro, to maybe help. There's another travel called, this one on for Caitlin Lewis.
And the turnovers continue for the Bantams. This Jumbo's defense doing a really good job of dealing with those screens too. Guards going under them, able to stay with their defenders. Screen, when the screen doesn't force a switch or any sort of disruption, it's not doing its job. And so far, Jumbo's dealing well with those screens by the Bantams.
Yeah, Trinity set up in a zone here to deal with the Jumbo's offense, and it's been working so far. Baptista
and one looked like
gets the and one.
They're going to talk about it, see if it was continuation.
Yeah, they think it might have been on the floor.
Nope. Oh.
Jumbo's crowd doesn't like it.
Not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Looked like she might have been starting. It's a tough call for the refs though, because when is she starting the motion of her shot? But that looked like, at least to me, it was continuation. But Jumbo's get a set up here.
Forces into Baptista with the fadeaway.
Really smooth game. Uses really able to use kind of her height and her athletic skill to get separation and get into her shot. Dylan, really good defense here on the other end.
Dylan here on Sheena Landy. The Bantams brought in Landy maybe to use a size advantage against Dylan, who have been giving them problems all day.
Gosh, and Dylan, we'll see it all tonight. That Dylan, great defender, really the heart and soul of this team. A lot of always gives 110%. And sets the tone for this kind of man-to-man defense that the Jumbos play and play really well.
Yeah, I think that might have been the fourth jump ball call so far here. Dylan here swings it out to Josie Lee. Josie Lee, another player that can just create points. Passes it off there in Dylan's hands. Dylan finds Baptista, gets the fall.
Great pass there by Dylan. We'll see it again here.
Bantam try to push tempo, as I believe that is
Knapp on the break here.
Knapp. Josie Lee pulls up for three. Swish.
That's what she does. Great, Josie Lee, great shooter. Finds her spot in transition, pulls up, knocks it down. Great shot by Josie here.
And that's a big timeout for the Trinity Bantams, as Coach Garner, as here we see the foul count. We're going to see a replay of Baptista's lay-in that was waved off.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
Tweet at us at Tufts JumboCast. What did you think?
They're up 9-0 right now, so how much of an impact that will have on the rest of the game, we'll see. But good move by Baptista there, though. She has a really good handle for her size, and just is such a dynamic offensive player. Playing really well here early.
Yeah, I think she's definitely the future of the low post game next year. Obviously, leading the team in scoring this year really brings a lot to the plate, as we see.
Yeah, Dylan picking up at half court. This is just a confident defensive squad, and they're just not a lot the Bantams have been able to do so far on offense.
And Dylan has owned this matchup with Udell so far. We see Kabari here up against Baptista. Drives.
Yeah. Good shot
the
there.
Bantams get their first bucket of the game. That was Peace Kabari.
Good shot. Got to her spot. It's feeding the post against the Jumbos is a tough job, but good shot by the Bantams.
Again, as Bantams try to push tempo there. That was Erica Junquette, as it's a kick ball. It's going to stay with the Bantams. Katie Hicks subs in. And then Caitlin Lewis subs in for Junket. So here's Landy, feeds it into Kabari. Kabari operating on Baptista, over to Udell. Udell pulls up for 3, bricks it, covered by Knapp. Knapp pushing up the court. Foul called on the Bantams.
Jumbo's, yeah, really trying to push tempo, especially even off these misses, trying to get out in the open court, trying to make something happen, and doing a pretty good job here early. It's funny, it's not, they're up 7, but you still feel like, they aren't quite at full speed yet. They aren't quite, playing it to their full ability in offense.
We've seen a few missed baskets by North, and that pushes the Bantams into the bonus. I believe it goes right to double bonus, so Knapp will shoot 2. Misses the first. Maybe this was part of the Jumbo's game plan, put pressure on defense. Jumbos have only allowed 1 foul, but the Bantams already at 5 in the first quarter, just 6 minutes through.
Yep.
So
Getting to the line.
Yeah, so Knapp gets 1. See the Bantams, Dylan picks up.
Able to get the ball in the post.
Inside to Courtney Erickson.
Yep, camping in the lane there.
Yeah.
North goes to the bench, right, and then it really opens up the paint a lot. I don't think they even had an entry. I don't even think they had an entry pass to the paint when North was on the floor. But a little less size out there. Maybe Trinity can try to find some success down low, but Yeah,
they'll look to work. I think they had Erickson on Katie Hicks as they feed Katie Hicks out to Knapp, out to Baptista, pulls up. Baptista swishes the 3. She's so dangerous from 3.
I mean, you can't say enough about her offensive game. She can do so much. Post up, shoot 3, tack off the dribble. She's really a complete offensive player and is a big reason why the Jumbos have been just so dominant this year. Great block.
Clean block there by Hicks. We just talked about how they might be attacking Hicks as they feed Baptista. Baptista goes under the hoop with a scoop and score there.
Yeah, another great
just had
move.
A complete score.
Yeah, she can do it all and really showing the full repertoire here today.
Yeah.
An offense that was kind of sputtering to start, but you go to your most dynamic offensive player to get into a rhythm, and she's helping the Jumbos a lot here.
Inside, a foul on the floor there on Hicks.
Yeah, Trinity, you can see that they are trying, with North on the bench, they're trying to feed the post, try to see if they can get anything going up because their guards really haven't been able to do anything as far as penetration on this Jumbo's defense. So we'll see if they try to continue that, but it's been tough sledding so far offensively for the Bantams.
They sub in Katie DiCandido, who immediately gets shot on. Peace Kabari with a big rebound there. Swings it over Caitlin Lewis. Udell has it. Kabari with the only Trinity basket so far pulls up for 3. There it is, a big 3.
She's played well. She's played well early. I think she's 2 for 2 on the night now. That's a good shot for the Bantams. See if that can lead to anything else for them. And 1. Wow.
And 1 there.
Great drive.
There's Lauren Dillon. And usually
finish.
she's a drive and dish point guard, but there gets the bucket.
Yeah, good strong move. Good use of the upper body there. Absorbs the contact, still able to stay composed, make the bucket. It's what she does. Isn't the person they're gonna look to offensively to score, but is a penetrator and definitely likes to make things happen for teammates. But will take shots herself. And we saw right there that she can be aggressive offensively too, and that adds another weapon to the team.
Yeah, she creates the initial spacing, as we see here. The Bantams bring it up. There's Erickson be guarded by DiCandido. Erickson out to Udell. Udell off a screen. Over into the corner, back into Erickson. Erickson working on DiCandido. Falls, wanted a call there, but DiCandido with clean defense.
Tufts with numbers here. Erickson a little slow getting back.
Dillon here on the outside. Dillon drives again.
Another foul. Looks like she'll go to the line.
Yeah, Dillon's going to go to the line for 2.
Good defense there. I think that was Hicks on the other. I'm not sure who that was on the other end, but good way to stay straight up there. Not trying to get into the body at all. Just straight up. No foul call, and Tufts gets the ball right back and goes right to the line.
Dylan here sinks the first.
Now checking in for the Bantams, number 33, Erica Junket.
And Junket subs back in for the Bantams. Here, Dylan looking to widen the gap to 14 here early. And there it is, 19-5, the Jumbos lead with just under 2 minutes left here in the first. You know, the Bantams would love to reach double digits by the end of the quarter, but the Jumbos don't look too keen on letting it happen as Dylan forces another turnover.
Great play by Dylan.
Great play, dishes it out to Jenny Mucciaroni.
Ooh.
Mucciaroni drives.
Mucciaroni.
Move.
Great move there. Wow, that was a pretty move there on the baseline. You know, acting like you're gonna pull it out and then getting right to the rack. Good work by Mucciaroni there. Yeah. And great defense here by Dylan. It might have been a kick ball, but she gets on the floor, and that's her game right there, right? She's gonna, you know, all energy, all hustle. A big reason why they've been successful this year. Great move too.
Yeah, as we have another timeout called by Coach Garner for the Bantams. So, Tom, what do you think the Bantams could do different? How could they get more points on the board? Is there anything they can do against this Tufts defense?
Yeah, you know, that's a great question. I think what they're doing right now with North on the bench is good. I think that with North on the bench, they do have the ability maybe to get some stuff going in the paint, posting up their posts. But I'm not sure. It's been tough sledding so far. I think Peace there.
Kabari,
yeah, she's been the spark plug early. Maybe try to get her the ball, try to see if she can continue to produce offensively. But it's hard to. It's kind of it's a tough question to answer because the Jumbos, they just look so superior early.
Yeah, Peace Kabari there, freshman from Phillips Exeter Academy. There had to generate, and she was being guarded by Baptista. And Baptista, we talk about her offensive game, not much of a slouch on the defensive side either. So we'll see what the Bantams do to adjust here. Garner just gave him a talking to.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see here too. How the hand check there. How the Jumbos play this game, right? I think if you're the Jumbos, you want to jump out early and get that lead because you want to get your players rested for tomorrow's game. That has to be in the back of the head of the coaching staff, and we'll see how that affects kind of the lineups going forward.
Yeah, we'll see more, a lot of DeCandido, Mucciaroni, Sadie Otley as the game goes on for the Jumbos. There's Erickson with a nice move in the post.
Yeah, and look, they've had some success down there, right? And, let's see if they can continue to attack.
Unguarded, pulls up, short, recovered by the Bantams. There, Lewis pulls up, pulls it in, swings over. Off a screen, this is Erin Cunningham. Oh, no, that was Megan Collins. And then just another turnover there for the Bantams.
Yeah, it's tough to beat this Jumbo squad when you're turning the ball over at the rate that the Bantams are right now. But they found success down the paint. They try to do it again, and I think that probably is their, if there's any answer offensively for the Bantams, I think it's that, trying to get some good post-up buckets. But again, it's just been tough sledding here early. We'll see if anything improves.
Dylan pushes over to Lee. Lee picks up her dribble, finds DeCandido. DeCandido back to Lee. Lee with what looked like it might have been a double dribble there. Over to DeCandido, pulls up, off the rim. Here is Megan Collins as the Bantams look to get last shot.
Great defense.
Yeah, Josie Lee there. Oh, they're calling it off of Sheena Landy.
Really good team. The Jumbos play really good team defense too. Everyone's on the same page. Denying the ball, so rolling the ball, see if they can get a shot.
Yeah, they want a shot. Dylan pulls up, no dice, and you could just tell the Bantams were playing frustrated.
Yeah,
you could tell that they wanted more. They expected more of their offense, and they were getting nothing. And by the last seconds of that first quarter, they looked to be exhausted and they looked to be frustrated.
Yeah, and it's the way the offense kind of works, right? Is you want to beat your man, right? And so far, Trinity has not had anybody on the perimeter be able to get into the lane and create opportunities for other players. And it's really tough when you're, when your only offense is kind of this catching post ups. And so we'll see if anything changes. But so far, this Jumbo's defense is, living up to expectations.
Yeah, and we know the Jumbos there towards the end sat down Baptista, sat down North, and we're still winning all of the matchups. So
yeah,
we need to see if Trinity can expose some of the down-the-roster players for the Jumbos. It hasn't appeared like they're able to, but Trinity really wants to push. Maybe if they keep the tempo at the same level, they could get the Jumbos into foul trouble, just as the Jumbos did to them in the first quarter. A lot of those calls could have gone either way. We were questioning a few of them, so we'll see. Maybe that's part of the Trinity strategy.
Yeah, and if you're the Jumbos, kind of continue what you're doing. I think when their offense is at its best is when they're out in transition, the ball should, and when Baptista with the ball in her hands is just so dynamic, and she's proving early that she's just, such a great offensive player for them. And North quiet early, but they haven't really needed her so far.
Lena here, or Landy working on Josie Lee. Into Erickson. Erickson over Baptista, but Baptista corrals the rebound. Baptista pushes up, showing off the handle. Out to Lee. Lee over to Knapp. Knapp in, pushes out. Baptista for three. Off the rim. Landy going to work the point here for the Bantams. Landy working against Lee. Backs up, and that didn't work for them in the first half, so we'll see. That was Emily Peters, the freshman, with a drive. They're going to call a foul on the floor. We'll see the Bantams run a set play here.
Yeah, Tufts really dictating what's going on in the backcourt right now. Oh, not a great pass there.
Baptista takes it away from Erickson, picks up her dribble. There's Sadie Otley. We saw she subbed in earlier, but it was just for a brief moment. Otley trying to direct the offense. Finds North. North back to Knapp. Knapp to Lee, wide open for three, but doesn't take it. Baptista backing down Erickson. Off the backboard, back to Baptista. No shot.
Yep, staying with the shot, able to get her own rebounds. Just a really, really nice move. The result probably wasn't what you wanted it to be, but, just the ability to create separation is what great scorers can do. And, Baptista, really showing off, why she, puts up 12 points a game and is a dominant offensive player in D3.
Comes out to Otley. We saw Kabari and Urena just subbed in for the Bantams. There's a pull-up for North. That's her first points of the game.
Yeah, right. Big. I don't think we were on air when this happened, but a really cool ceremony earlier. North receiving foul there. North receiving the game ball from last game after she became the all-time leading scorer. Tufts women's basketball history. She's also the all-time leading rebounder. Two pretty incredible accomplishments for someone who's had just an incredible career. Jumbos, and I think she wants a national championship though. She has all the individual accolades, but the one thing this team's missing is that national title, and if there's any year to win it, it's this year.
Yeah. Baptista with a crazy pass out to Lee, pulls up and misses though. Kabari with the rebound, pushes tempo, has Erickson
Good
down
pass.
low. Erickson can't make it fall. Call is that it's off Knapp.
Kabari's playing a good game right now. Making that tough three. She had another bucket too. That's a great pass right there. Just not able to finish.
Yeah.
And the length is really an issue. When the opposing team has the two tallest people on the floor. It's tough to deal with that length, and so far Trinity hasn't really dealt with it that well.
Yeah. Here we'll see Knapp is going to bring it up. Over to Otley. Otley out to North outside. North to Lee with a great move and a great pass by Lee.
The screen slips into the paint. Lee with a great find. North just can't say enough about her game. Great move right there by North.
Here we see Lewis being guarded by Knapp.
Great D.
Out to Erickson. They're going to call it off of Erickson.
These Trinity guards must be frustrated. They are up in, they're invading the personal bubble of these Trinity players. This Tufts defense, and again, like it's tough. It's tough to set up an offense when your guards can't move. And Tufts proving why. They're 20-0.
Yeah.
They're just they're showing off their dominance here early.
Wow, with a great pass from Knapp. Baptista moves it in. It stays in. There's, I believe, a foul, or it was just off of Trinity, I guess. No, there was a foul on Trinity on the floor on North. Erickson with the foul there.
Good ball moving by Tufts.
So Junket checks in. The Bantams going with a smaller lineup. Maybe see if this can prove effective. At this point, the Bantams are just trying anything that they can here against the Jumbos. For an offense to see 7 points on the board, something that's really disheartening for the guards. But a great play there that was Urena up to Kabari. Kabari puts it on the floor, goes up.
Yeah, I think what Kabari did there was great. I think it seems like once Tufts sets up into their half-court D, that it's pretty tough sledding for the Bantams. But you get the turnover. You want to look to push in transition. You get a foul. Positive offensive play right there for Trinity.
Kabari over. And then there's Lewis into Urena. Urena working on North. Passes to no one, and it will stay with the Jumbos. Baptista going to bring it out here.
Good weak side deep there by Lee. Good cut there by the Bantam player on the baseline, but Lee saw it was there, and another turnover for the forced by the Jumbos.
Lee into Baptista. Baptista out to, I believe that's DeCandido. Yes. Baptista working on Lewis, the smaller.
Great find.
The Trinity zone.
Oh wow. Yeah, it looks
really tough fall there for Nettie.
Looks like a foul. Late call there.
Let's see the replay of this.
Great pass. Baptista,
Urena with a tough body there down low.
Yeah, Tufts, the ball is always moving in this Tufts offense. There really isn't a black hole offensively. Even with someone as talented as Baptista, who, probably could attack off the dribble, she's constantly looking to find teammates, and great pass right there, and able to force the foul.
Dylan here subs back into the game for Knapp. Dylan looking for DeCandido.
Wow, looked like her pivot foot might have moved, but no call.
The Trinity fans want to travel as Baptista swishes a three, and that is a dagger there, especially off of the foul. I guess what they thought was a travel, but the refs decided not to call it. Here we've got Landy working. The Bantams just can't get anything to work as DeCandido saves it, and it'll be a Jumbo's ball there. DeCandido with a great move to kind of find the pass or find the ball and bounce it off of the Bantams. Dylan here working from the point. She's got DeCandido. DeCandido into Baptista. Baptista back out to Dylan. Dylan for three. Dylan with the three. Corner three.
Tufts offense. We were talking. Tufts offense. We were talking earlier about how kind of they were stagnant, but really finding their rhythm here. Here in the second quarter.
Kabari into Urena. Urena blocked by North, but it is going to stay with the Bantams. I believe that was North. Here Lewis is going to check it out. We saw one effective set play from here. Out to Sheena Landy. Landy into Urena. Urena fighting with Lee. They're going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to go with the Jumbos.
Good defense by Lee there. Seeing the pass come in and jumping there, being right there, forcing the jump ball, and Jumbos with another possession, looking to extend their already pretty large lead.
Yeah, the Jumbos up 30-7 here. Just over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Out to Baptista. Baptista, corner three. Nails it. That's 33-7 here for the Jumbos.
Yeah, such a complete player. We were talking about early, inside, outside. I'm not sure if you're Trinity, what you do with that. It's tough. She's such a dynamic offensive player, and they just really don't seem to have an answer for her. And the lead extended now to 26 points, and the Jumbos looks like they might be able to get their starters a good rest before tomorrow's heavyweight bout with Amherst College.
Yeah, Dylan setting up just shy of the half-court line. Deflects the pass there, but it still is completed. There's another foul on Tufts. Both teams one away from entering double bonus here.
Number 31, Katie Hicks. That's her second personal.
Katie Hicks with a foul. Her second personal. So we see Landy's gonna bring it out. Over first clean shot there for the Bantams. That was Junquette. Couldn't make it work. Baptista bringing up from the point.
Such a good handle for her
Guarded by
size.
Kabari. And
Good
a great
defense.
steal there by I believe that's Udell. Hits the floor hard. Oh no, that was Megan Collins with a great steal.
Good play there on the denial, but good recovery there by Tufts, but just fell on her. It's a foul.
So they're calling it a foul on
Trinity.
On Collins, I guess. Yeah, because it's on DeCandido.
Yeah.
On DeCandido to shoot too. Interesting.
Interesting call. Yeah, I thought that was going to go against Tufts, but Tufts back to the line.
Oh, as DeCandido can't get the first to fall.
Hit every part of the rim there.
Now it's the Jumbos, number 32, Katie Martinson.
And Martinson subs in as we see, I think that's Lee goes to the bench.
And also in for the Jumbos, number 10, Kaylin Harrington.
And Harrington comes out as Baptista heads to the bench. So we see, I believe Dylan is the only regular starter out here for the Jumbos.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Tufts decides to do in the second half. You have your substantial lead. You're playing well, but you also, want to get your players. You don't want them to go stale. You don't want, you want them to stay active and get some reps. And so we'll see what they do. It'll be interesting to see if they play the starters. I would think they would start the half with the starters and then maybe look to go to the bench. But we'll wait and see for that.
Yeah, and we know Lauren Dillon could play all 40 minutes.
Yeah, no, I bet she wants to too.
Oh, a tough fall there.
Yeah,
I think that's Junquette.
It's interesting too. Can you be too dominant, right? Tufts has been so dominant all year. They've played in these games. The vast majority of their games have really not been close. And that's sort of it's great because you're winning. You're 20-0. You can't complain. But at the same time, you're not getting reps in close games in these kind of tight situations. But then again, this is a team that's had another bucket there by Tufts. This is a team that's played in a lot of big games, a lot of big moments. Most of the people on the floor right now have played in, national, we're there for the last 2 national championships. So I don't think it'll affect them. But yeah, we'll have to see for tomorrow. But tomorrow will be a very exciting game.
Big steal there from Martinson. As Mucciaroni out to Dylan. Dylan with a pass out to Martinson. Switches the 3. Oh, that was Mucciaroni. My bad on that one.
Yeah, she's a good shooter.
A big 3 there.
Good shooter
Extending
there.
the Jumbos lead to 32 here. As we see Collins here. Collins and Kabari have been the 2 most effective pieces. Urena working in the post. The move just can't get it to fall with a great move there from Urena, but
yeah, the rim has not been kind to the Bantams tonight. Great handle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dylan with a great handle and the scooping layup, but can't get it to
Great
fall.
drive.
Back out to Dylan. They just give her the baseline, and those are going to fall if you give Lauren Dillon the baseline. There's just nothing stopping her there.
She's able to get into the lane at will so far in this game, and able to create more opportunities for her teammates and for herself.
As we see there's a bucket. That's Junquette there, who's been working hard, keeps the deficit to 32. So we're going to see some subs and a timeout, I believe, taken by the Bantams. Oh, the Jumbos call a timeout here.
Bantams on a run,
Yeah, Bantams on that 2-0 run. Yeah.
Stop the bleeding. But yeah, Tufts has come out as expected, played really well. If you're the Bantams, you wanted to keep the game low scoring. You wanted to be able to limit what you were able to keep the game close, but. It's been, it was a 2-point game for a little while there, but Tufts, they're just the more dominant team.
We were waiting for the Tufts offense to heat up, and then when it heated up, we were off to the races. And
absolutely,
that was the one thing holding them back, and they showed it. And we see a fresh crop of Tufts players: Otley, DeCandido, I believe that is maybe Alex Hermes, Mucciaroni. And Martinson.
Going with the bench right now to finish out the half. I would expect they will go with the starters to start the second half, but this should be the group that will play the majority of the next half.
get some of the younger players some work.
Call number 21, Sheena Landy. That's her second person.
And here Martinson will shoot 2 because the Bantam's still in the double bonus here. Misses the first.
Now in for the Bantams, number 11, Caitlin Lewis.
Caitlin Lewis subs back in, taking out Sheena Landy. As we will see, Martinson misses the second as well. And DeCandido wanted the rebound, but denied.
See if the Jumbos can hold the Bantams to single digits here in the first half. It'd be quite an accomplishment for this defense.
Here, Udell, Aubrey Udell, the starting point guard, almost trapped outside, swings it over to Megan Collins. Oh, Megan Collins with a really tough layup gets the Bantams into double digits.
Great move. First time we've seen a Bantam player attack off the dribble tonight and able to get a good bucket. Looked like she might have drawn the foul, but no call. And the Bantams surpassed double digits.
And there, Otley throws a turnover. As we see the Bantams are going to bring it up here, try to keep pushing. You want to keep the pressure on late. Here's Udell.
Maybe try to cut into this lead a little bit.
Peters, Emily Peters, the freshman. First-year player, Emily Peters, back out to Udell.
This Jumbo's defense just does not give their opponents any space, any comfort.
Working on Peters. They're going to call it out on Peters there. Martinson really working for that turnover.
Yeah, this defense really makes you uncomfortable, not allowing you to get comfortable, get into rhythm, and so far, they're playing like we expected them to play. They're playing like a 20-0 team, number 1 ranked in the nation.
Yeah, Otley out to Kaylin Harrington there, a name we haven't called yet, as the Bantams push pace here. Launches a 3, but unable to get it as the Bantams hustle back on defense. They know the Jumbos like to push pace just as much as they do.
Yeah, it was a good, got a good shot there. Definitely off, trying to work it in transition, but just wasn't able to fall. Through the
Otley here, Kabari working down into Caitlin Lewis. To Aaron Cunningham.
Through the Bantams here in the last 30 seconds, you just want to find any sort of momentum. Just try to get a good bucket here, good defensive stop late.
Kabari with a great bucket. That's her, I think, 8th point of the night, 7th point of the night.
Yeah, she's played really well. She's catching the ball in the paint, hitting threes, proven to be a dynamic player out there for the Bantams. Coming off the bench, she didn't start the game, but
so far been the most effective player.
Yeah.
Otley here looking to milk the last of the clock. There's no shot clock. It's going to go to the Bantams here with 4 seconds left here in the first half. Throws it to Kabari. Kabari moves up, going to get one last shot off, pulls up, unable to get it to fall. So we end the first half here with the Tufts Jumbos up 28, 41-13. Truly dominant first half here from the Tufts Jumbos. We got to see some of the down roster players come in at the end, and they played with the same fire as the starters, which obviously Coach Berube loves to see.
Yeah,
really complete effort.
Yeah, classic trap game. Night before, your big matchup against your big rival, number 2 ranked team in the country. And for them to come out the way that they have and put on the performance that they've put on the first half, allowing 13 points and a half is an incredible accomplishment for a team. But you'd expect nothing less from this Lady Jumbos team.
Yeah, this is how the Lady Jumbos have shown they can play all year. This might be one of their most complete efforts, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Coach Garner for the Bantams probably has quite a few words for the team here. As we are going to show you a few of the better plays from the first half. See Urena there with a sweet spin move, one of the few highlights there for the Bantams. But the Jumbos, and anything is possible. We're going to see if the Bantams can put together a run. At this point, it's really about momentum. The Jumbos want the strong momentum going into tomorrow, and the Bantams want the momentum going into the rest of their conference schedule. Obviously, we're about 6 or 7 games, depending on which team you are, into the conference season. So the Bantams here looking to kind of parlay the rest of their season, push forward. That's all we have for the first half. We'll come back with. Oh yeah, in the second half, we're going to be joined by a brand new JumboCast member, a name though that you might recognize, Bridget Bell. For any of you women's volleyball fans, one of the players on the women's volleyball team is joining us as a commentator. She'll be taking my spot for the third quarter. So we hope to hear from her soon. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you in the second half.
At Tufts, like your year, major, maybe why you've decided to join JumboCast, something like that, and then we'll talk about the game. And the whole thing will probably be no more than about 4 minutes.
Okay, sweet.
Oh wow, we are live. Good evening. Welcome to the JumboCast halftime show. My name is Bernie Birnbaum. I'm alongside Bridget Bell. Bridget is the newest member of JumboCast. Bridget, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do at Tufts, things like that?
I'm actually an athlete myself. I played on the Jumbo's women's volleyball team this fall, and I love sports, so I was looking to get a little more involved in the Tufts community. And my parents, I'm from the West Coast, so my parents watched a lot of JumboCast during my season, and they loved it.
Are they watching now? Do you know?
They might be, I told them about it. They're like, we might watch, but I don't know if they are. So, but happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you behind the mic. Now, I think, and I could be wrong, we've had Tufts athletes as members of JumboCast before, but I don't think we've had a Tufts athlete, a varsity athlete, for a sport we've covered, a member of our club while actively on the team. We have rowers. I want to give credit to, Alec is out there, and we've got members of the Ultimate Team, and we had one of the women's basketball players joined us after she was no longer on the team, but I don't think we've ever actually had someone. So welcome. It's blazing trails. Now we'll get to the game at hand, but I am a little bit curious. Your team was very successful this year, making it all the way to the travel round, if you will.
Yeah.
But that was in Michigan, wasn't it?
It was actually in Oshkosh,
Wisconsin. I was thinking of the basketball championship.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was an incredible experience. I think probably the basketball team can attest to this too, with their incredible record the past couple years. But it was an incredible experience. You obviously go there to play, and it's a high level, and everyone's stoked to be there, and so it's a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, that was the next thing I was going to ask, is that the players that we're watching have done that 3 years in a row now. Now they're going to have to still earn it, and of course, their commentators have been chattering all night about the looming game tomorrow against Amherst, but I am sort of curious, and JumboCast has never done one of those kinds of games. We haven't done road trips in at least 10 years, I don't think, not since I've been around. But what's the headspace like when you assuming on a plane, and it's a big disruption of the week, and presumably the routine. Is it any different when you're in that kind of situation?
I mean, the goal that we have, going into big travel games, is that you try to keep all the elements as simple and as consistent as possible. So if that means you normally take extra reps before you get on the court for official time, you try to do that if you can, and you try to keep everything as consistent as possible with the experience when you're home, so that nothing really does disrupt that headspace.
Right. The Jumbo players are retaking the court, so we only have another minute or two. I just want to ask you what thoughts you have on the first half, and what you're looking forward to see in the second.
I think, like Tom and Tom have said, the Jumbo's defense has been pretty shut down, really dominant, and in that the last 6 minutes of that second quarter, I think that their offense really got going as well. And if they keep up that really shut down defense and get that offense to keep up, I think they're going to be in good shape.
And I do want to say we've gotten one tweet that I think is worth sharing on air from Ice Cold O'Daddy Fresh, who may or may not be a member of our broadcast team tonight. I'm not really sure. He says, Tom brought the juice in the first half, but Tom wasn't great. Would love to hear Bridget Bell's thoughts. Thoughts?
I think that both the Toms did a pretty good job. I mean, maybe one was better than the other. We're not going to distinguish who, but
I mean, they're not listening right now.
That's true.
Well, we'll play it diplomatic. You're new to the club. You're not trying to make any enemies, I don't think.
Exactly.
On day one.
Definitely not.
All right. Well, that's been it for the JumboCast halftime show. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes with the second half, and Bridget will be taking it away with her first commentating action. Join us then.
And we're back here at Cousins Gymnasium after the first half with the Tufts Jumbos leading the Trinity Bantams 41-13. I'm Tom Jasanowski here, joined with brand new JumboCast member Bridget Bell here. We're going to bringing you this third quarter action. So Bridget, watching the first half as a spectator, what do you think you'd like to see from the Jumbos here?
I think that in the back half of that second quarter, the Jumbos really got their offense going. So if they can continue that, I think that they're going to be in really good shape and keep that momentum going for tomorrow's big game.
That's right. We see a travel there on Baptista. Now the Bantams get to bring it up. This is Udell back in the game. The junior from New Jersey, Chester, New Jersey here, working on Dylan. Gets a screen. Cuts to the basket, rejected there by Baptista. Baptista carries to the hoop, gets it to fall.
And again, Baptista showing like her dynamicism, both outside the arc and inside the key. So.
Yeah, really effective offensive player. No slouch on defense either. We praise her offense, but that doesn't. She's and a great three there. That was Caitlin Lewis there trying to get things started here for the Bantams. As we heard, I assume that was Caitlin Lewis's dad in the stands, letting out a big cheer there for Lewis on the three. Baptista with the screen. Here's Josie Lee driving in, pushes it up. A great move, but can't get it to fall. Here we see Sheena Landy out to Udell. Over to Aaron Cunningham. Cunningham back to Lewis. Lewis being guarded by Knapp here.
And as you can see, the Jumbos are pushing that defense up to the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. So they're not letting the Bantams have any room.
Exactly. And Knapp there forces an backcourt violation there from the Bantams. Another big turnover. Baptista dishes to Dylan. Udell here coming with a Dylan-style defense, playing way out far. We'll see if it becomes effective for her. North swings it over to Knapp. Knapp looking. Baptista behind the arc. Baptista out to Lee. Oh, Baptista left wide open. Pump fakes. Puts it out of bound. Baptista. You have to wonder why she didn't pull up. She loves shooting from the corner, from the baseline. Didn't pull up there. Here we see Udell's bringing it up. Being guarded by Dylan. Dylan immediately starts her assault. Finds Erickson. Jumper there from the Bantams does not fall. North with a big rebound.
It seems like in this second half, the Bantams have gotten a little bit more offensive. They gotten a couple more clean shots off than they did in the first half.
Yeah. Josie Lee with what should have been a turnover there, but batted out of bounds by the Bantams. Lee is going to run the play here from out of bounds. Let's see what she has in store for the Bantams defense. We see Erickson down in the middle. No man on as the Bantams set in their zone. We saw the Jumbos were able to break the zone in the first half with Baptista and Dylan. We'll see if that holds true here in the second half. Dylan out to Baptista. Baptista into North. North working on Erickson. Spin move. Gets the foul though. Wasn't able to get the basket, but got the foul, so she will shoot two.
Bantam foul on number 24, Courtney Erickson. That's her third person on the team's first.
So we saw North there calling for the ball as she shoots her first. Unable to get it to fall. She's shooting one-handed there, Bridget.
Yeah. I wonder if, something's bugging her with her hand. I hope not.
Yeah. Maybe that's just her style. I don't know. But she gets the second one to fall. You can't argue with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Indeed.
As we see the Bantams here coming out to half court. Josie Lee on Sheena Landy. Back to Udell being guarded by Dylan. Out to Lewis. Lewis over to Cunningham. Cunningham out with a great shot there by Sheena Landy.
The Bantams seem to be creating a little more space for themselves this half.
Yeah, maybe it could be in part. Oh, Knapp left wide open for three. Easy buckets there for the Jumbos.
Drained.
Yeah, maybe the Jumbos lightening up on the pressure, trying to save some energy, or I think it might just be the Bantams had a big long talk at halftime. They're looking a lot more effective. They're finding the holes here and winning a few more of the one-on-one matchups. You can't win them all, but as we see, into Erickson. Erickson with a great move on Baptista. As the Bantams putting together a nice little run here.
Yeah.
Dylan gets to the hoop. Easy bucket there. Well, she had to work for it there. Dylan gets a nice bucket.
Yeah. But again, like showing Dylan's tenacity and on the offense and both on defense, both.
Yeah, we talk a lot about her defensive game, but her offense is definitely strong, and she's definitely the tone setter. As we see her push up the court, finds Knapp. Knapp with a hesitation falls to the ground. Leaves Josie Lee wide open. Josie Lee can't get it, but Michaela North with a big rebound. Baptista with a big rebound. These Tufts bigs, Baptista there with the score. Tufts bigs looking unstoppable there.
Yeah, that height differential between the Bantam lineup and the Jumbo lineup kind of showing its
yeah, it really showed itself there.
Yeah.
As we see Dylan here, picks it up, drives, falls down, back out to Josie Lee. Lee with a sweet pass into Michaela North. Josie Lee, great pass there. Here we see Udell bringing it up. As the Tufts, both offenses have looked great here in the early minutes of the third quarter here. We see the Bantams drive. Ooh, big block there by Melissa Baptista. Stays with the Bantams, but a great block there. Katie Hicks is subbing in for Baptista. And then Peace Kabari comes back. We saw she was the spark plug in the first half for the Bantams. So we'll see if she can get things started here again. Oh, big steal there by Knapp. Read the pass. Passes it off her leg to Dylan. Dylan out to Lee. Lee with a drive, but swatted, but stays with the Jumbos. So we were just talking about the Tufts bigs, how unstoppable they were. They just subbed out both of their starting bigs.
Yeah, and you can see a little bit of the height difference with that SWAT,
Yeah, exactly. We have DeCandido and Hicks now on the floor. Josie Lee going to work. Josie Lee gets the bucket, fighting for every inch there.
Yeah, that was. She put some work into that layup.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. As we see Udell here, being guarded by Dylan. Dylan not giving her any room to breathe. Over to Landy. Landy working on Josie Lee. That's been a great matchup to see so far. And then a tough call there on the Bantams. The Bantams crowd doesn't like it. But there's not much to like for the Bantams fans in this game. And then Junkett subs back in for the Bantams. As we see Dylan here, we've got DeCandido, Knapp, Hicks, and Maruccioni.
Dylan kind of showing off her handle there.
Yeah, Dylan with a great handle. Leaves Knapp wide open again. You just can't do that if you're the Bantams. You can't leave Jackie Knapp open like that.
Yeah, she's just too good behind the arc.
Yeah. Proving why she's an offensive force here for the Jumbos, and showed her IQ on defense as well earlier. Sheena Landy giving the screen into, I believe that's Junkett. Oh, big three, but can't fall. Peace Kabari there, almost with a rebound. Fighting with Dylan. What's the call on floor? It's going to stay with the Bantams. Dylan there took a tough spill. We know she's a competitor. Sometimes the only way to get her to lighten up is to take her out of the game, as the Jumbos do right there, right on cue. Brings Sadie Otley into the game.
Yeah, Dylan gives 110%. Every second of every game.
Yeah, got a big motor on her. As we see ball moving inside, DeCandido. Bantams are hitting the floor left and right. Sadie Otley brings it up here. Throws it down low to DeCandido with a low post move. Oh, fighting for her own rebound. They're going to call it foul on the floor there.
Tufts University foul, call of number 44, Erica DeCandido.
DeCandido called on the foul there over the back. Here we see Caitlin Lewis bringing it up. Over to Erica Junkett. Junkett able to find back to Lewis. A lot of swinging outside. Deflected into Junkett. Unable to get it to fall. But I believe a foul called there on the Jumbos.
Yeah.
Jumbo foul called.
The Bantams will go to the line.
That's her third personal and team's second.
Yeah, we'll see the the Bantams go to the line here. Down 38. It's 58-20 Tufts here. A little under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Shoots and gets the bucket.
Now it's for Trinity College, number 5, Megan Collins.
Megan Collins subs in for Sheena Landy. As we'll see Junkett shoot her second here. Gets them both. First player to convert both of their free throws tonight. As we see just a few, I believe this is Knapp. Yeah, Knapp, one of the only tough starters remaining in the game. DeCandido working outside the arc. Otley for 3. Oh, an air ball there for Otley. You hate to see that. But maybe the Bantams will get a little momentum going here. Otley, though, one of the backups trying to earn her spot there, pulling up. You can't argue with the decision.
Nah.
Erin Cunningham out to, with a nice pass into Peace Kabari. Kabari with a good move in the low post, but can't get it to fall. Kabari, the freshman, first year coming off the bench, really effective down low. With a great pass, but can't get it to fall. DeCandido with a big offensive rebound. Out to Otley. Otley unable to get the 3 to fall.
Yeah, DeCandido has been a good addition to the Tufts squad. She's a first year, but she's been seeing the court some, and she's been making a difference.
Yeah, brings height, but also brings size. So really tough body to work past. Really strong. Oh, and there's swatted from behind by Kabari. Thought she was wide open, but Peace Kabari says no. The base in the Bantam zone here, able to take advantage there. With a 3 that was off the mark. Kabari with the rebound. Now she plays the low post in the zone and on offense, but able to push and set the tone.
DeCandido with another rebound.
Yeah. Pushes up to Knapp, taking a tough fall.
Yeah.
An offensive foul on Knapp. Yeah, it was tough there. It looked like it could have gone either way. We'll see the replay here. Knapp with their knees getting locked. Yeah, I can't argue with that call. Yeah, Knapp comes to the bench limping a little bit. You have to wonder if she'll be okay, but it doesn't appear to be too bad. Was able to jog off almost.
Something to be said for giving those starters a break before the big game against Amherst tomorrow.
Yeah, we talked a lot about wanting to keep them fresh, keep them. It's a tough call for a coach between wanting to keep the players well rested and wanting to keep them hot. So we'll see if Coach Berube choice pays off. With a big block there, pushing up court. That's Maruccioni. Another tough fall. Rebounded there by Courtney Erickson. They're calling it a jump ball. Possession goes to the Jumbos. Megan Collins here to bring it out to Caitlin Lewis. Lewis, the senior, the senior from New Jersey. Over to Collins. Collins inside to Erickson. Pass out. Lewis into Kabari. Kabari fouled on the floor. That's another Jumbos foul. Kabari will go to the line to shoot 2. Here we'll see the replay of that. Kabari wide open, fouled by Otley, I believe. Kabari shoots her first. Hits the back of the rim, unable to fall. Kabari to shoot for second. And gets it to go. So you see the Jumbos committed 4 team fouls in this half. Something that they do not want to do. You do not want to let the Bantams get to the free throw line. but the quarter's about to end and the bonus will go away. We see DeCandido being guarded by Kabari. The foul, the and one there for DeCandido. We saw Kabari took an early leap, and the pump fake really paid off there for DeCandido.
And DeCandido will go to the line for one.
Yeah, DeCandido at the line looking to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. And there she gets it to fall, bringing the score to 61 for the Jumbos, 23 for the Bantams. Otley extending her defense past half court, looking to one-up Dylan there. Moves it over to Kabari. Kabari with the pass inside. It's a foul called.
Jumbo foul called number 32, Katie Martinson.
And then Katie Martinson commits the foul. This will send Courtney Erickson to the line to shoot two as the Jumbos enter the double bonus. Erickson unable to convert, hitting the back of the rim. The rims here in Cousins Gymnasium have not been too kind to the Lady Bantams, so we'll see if Erickson can convert her second. Unable. Again, an unforgiving bounce there. Here, Otley sizes up the defense.
In the last few seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, looking to get one last shot off as Peace Kabari with a steal. We talked about her as the X factor. Gets fouled before the shot, the foul on the floor. We'll see 2 seconds left for the Bantams to make a play here.
We'll see if they can.
Yeah, she goes to the floor, to the line. So Kabari unable to convert the first. See if she can get the second, close the gap a little bit here. She gets it. It'll likely be 61-24 as Otley pulls up for a three-quarter court. Couldn't get it to fall. You know, some players are afraid to take that shot. They don't want it to affect the old shooting percentage, but Otley there willing to pull up. Yeah. So only a short break between the quarters here as the teams gather. What did you think of the third quarter, Bridget?
We saw the Bantams come out with a little more fire and a little more tenacity than we did in the first half, and I think that they converted a little more. And I don't know if that has to do with whatever talk they had during halftime, or if it was just their level of play went up, or the Jumbos gave them a little more room. But the Jumbos were a little quieter this quarter, but I think that they'll make the shift and come out with fire in the fourth.
Yeah, we're probably going to see more like we saw towards the end there, a lot of Jumbo's backups as they look to close out this game here in the fourth quarter. So
I think we might see a couple more, maybe a couple of the starters come back in, maybe get a couple more reps before the
final pull.
Yeah.
As we see some of the good plays there of the third quarter. And yeah, we see Baptista on the court here for the Jumbos. Out to Otley. Otley over to Kaylin Harrington. Harrington to Baptista. Oh, recovered by Megan Collins. Caitlin Lewis here bringing it up.
Again, Jumbo's picking up near half court, continuing the pressure defense even with the huge lead.
Yeah, we have Tom Mahoney joining us back. Took the third quarter off there.
Good to be back.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. As a good Bantams basket there.
Bantams offense looking a lot better here in the second half. Already doubling their total from the first half here in the early portions of the fourth quarter. Positive signs going forward for the Bantams. You want to take something away from this game, and it should be a strong second half.
Baptista left wide open underneath.
She's just so dominant, on offense, both on defense and on offense. But we've especially seen it tonight in her offensive game.
Yeah, absolutely. At 20 points, seeing limited action too. Just a really, really, really good basketball player.
Kabari moves on her, gets the foul called. We saw Kabari looking to be the Bantam's strongest player, or their most effective so far. Obviously coming off the bench here, but got to the line 2 times in the 3rd quarter and getting to the line again here in the 4th.
Yeah, she's been the most aggressive throughout the game. This Jumbo's defense, as we've been talking about, really aggressive, really wanting to get up in the body, not allowing any space. But Kabari has played aggressive, has gotten some good shots, and is at the line here, looking to convert for the Bantams.
Yeah. We know the Jumbo's defense is suffocating, stifling, but more than anything, it's terrifying. And Kabari's been the lone Bantam to be unafraid to attack the Jumbo's defense, and it's paid off. She's their leading scorer with ease.
She's a versatile player too. She has a really tough defensive matchup on Baptista, and has held her own. It's been a good night for her.
Yeah, great move there by Katie Martinson to get to the hole and get a few points there. As we see Collins working here. Over to Sheena Landy. Inside to Erickson. Can't get it to fall.
Good strong rebound there by the Jumbos.
As the Bantams put on a lot of full court pressure. Otley there drives to the hole. Moves it out. Mucciaroni to Martinson. Back to Mucciaroni. Mucciaroni over to Harrington. Harrington for 3. Bricks the 3. Comes off of the Jumbo's going to go with the Bantams.
Now checking in for the Bantams, number 55, Emily Peters.
Emily Peters checks in for the Bantams here. We'll see Kabari take it out to Sheena Landy. Landy here brings it up, being guarded by Otley. Back to Collins. Collins working on Mucciaroni. Over to Erickson. Erickson pulls up, unable to fall. Big rebound there by Katie Martinson. Up to Baptista. Baptista makes it easy.
Baptista is so hard to guard in the open floor. Free runner right there, gets a wide open layup. Good pass there.
Yeah, has about 1/3 of the Jumbo's points here, with leading the game with 22. No small margin there.
She averages 12 points a game, so, helping pad her statistics.
Yeah. Good defense there by the Jumbos, but goes out on them. It's going to stay with the Bantams.
Now checking in for the Jumbos, number 31, Katie Hicks, and number 15, Alexis Ernie.
Baptista playing a little later than I thought she would. Still in the game, but still not bad, right? Want to get her reps, want to get her ready for tomorrow, and I guess coach, that's what she wants to do is get her active and ready for tomorrow's. What should be an incredible game tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Obviously, we know Amherst has a little bit more height here. They have 2 players listed at 6'1". So we see that we go to the line for 1 there. I believe that Collins gets 1 at the line.
And Tufts has really owned this. Has really owned the NESCAC conference over the years, and to have a real competitor not only in the Northeast but in your own conference is something that's really interesting and should be a great game. And for those watching right now, please come out. We love for you to tune in via JumboCast, but if you're able to, if you're in the area, come out to tomorrow's game. It should be one for the ages. Really good regular season D3 hoops game.
We were also talking about this earlier, but the fact that
big 3 there from Kaylin Harrington. Sorry to interrupt you, Bridget, but had to appreciate the shot there.
Yeah, the Jumbos get to see competition like Amherst while still in regular season, and it prepares them a little bit more for that postseason play.
Exactly.
And how rare it is too for the top 2 teams in the country to be in the same conference. It really speaks to the level of competition here in the NESCAC, but also the quality of both teams.
Exactly.
If you look at the scores of both these teams over the year, it's been mostly blowouts, and I think for both of these teams, they're looking forward to some competition in a close game, because that's what you play for, right? You play for the big moments, and these are 2 teams that will probably have to meet up again in the regional tournament down the line. So,
as we see, Michaela North comes back into the game. And there's a foul. That's 3 fouls for the Jumbos here early, 4 minutes into the fourth. Yeah, it reminds me of in 2006 when Ohio State and Michigan played each other in Big Ten play as the #1 and #2 teams in the country. So, and that was obviously a game for the ages. So we hope to see the same here tomorrow at Cousins Gymnasium. That was in football, obviously. Oh, big 3 there from Cunningham. Just off the dribble, pulls up Steph Curry style there. Gets it to fall.
Great shot. Trinity playing a lot better here in the second half. Looks like they're a lot more comfortable. Part of the reason might be because they're going up against this second unit of the Jumbos. But if you're Trinity, you want to take some positive ways from that game, and shots like that are absolutely positives that can help you in future games and build a little confidence.
Otley out to DeCandido. That was Alexis Hermes. That's my bad. With another basket. She had one earlier, playing really well here. I think the fourth quarter has been her first action. So Collins pulls up over to Urena. Back to Ubel. Back to Cunningham. Inside to Urena. Urena can't get it to fall. We saw Urena had some really slick moves in the post the first half, but couldn't get that one to work. As Otley pushes the pace. Out to Hermes. Hermes can't get the 3 to fall. We saw the Jumbos bench all rose up, expecting it to drop.
Bantam foul, caller number 2, Aubrey Udell.
Udell called for the foul as we see DeCandido subs in for Michaela North, who takes a seat. Out to DeCandido. Over to Martinson. Martinson pulls up. Can't get it to fall into the hands of Cunningham. Cunningham pushing up the pace. Has Udell. A 2-on-3. Waits for it. Back to Collins. Collins in. Intercepted by the Jumbos. I think that was DeCandido. Pushing the pace. There to... Oh. Unable to get it to fall. Collins here with the ball. Brings it up to Udell.
No matter the score, the Jumbos still pushing pace. Playing up-tempo basketball. Playing as if it were a close game, which it is not, pretty clearly. But
Both teams, especially in this second half, have both been pushing the pace. So we've been seeing a good game of basketball in this second half.
Yeah, a lot of running, a lot of work from our cameraman there, back and forth down the court. But we like the work that's been done so far. DeCandido there swings it out over to back to Otley. Otley working the point. DeCandido pulls down to Martinson, to Otley. Otley has to pull up and short again. An air ball there for Otley. Here we'll see Collins and Udell. And then we see Brooke Howard subs in there for the Bantams. As we'll see Udell bring it up, working on, I believe that's Hermes. Cunningham over to Collins. Collins with the screen from Urena. Back to Udell.
Bantam guards doing a much better job getting in the offense, able to move. Tufts defense playing a little farther back than they were in the first half and early portions of the second half. And Trinity looks a lot more comfortable out on the floor.
Yeah, we see Collins here. Has Udell being suffocated. They're back to Collins. Urena recovers. There, the Bantams called a timeout. Midpoint there, yeah, we see one of the big differences I've noticed is on offense, the Jumbos, they don't fear the corners, they almost embrace it. You know, we saw Dylan and Baptista pulling up for corner threes, whereas I think the Bantams fear the corners because they know that's where 2 Jumbos defenders can kind of turn on them and bring it in and kind of really trap them. So I think that's one of the big differences I've noticed. Bridget, what do you think the late game plan here is for the Bantams? What do you think they want to get out of the last 3 minutes here?
I think, like Thomas said, try to build some confidence for the rest of NESCAC play, and the Jumbos are giving them a little more room than they were in the first half, so take advantage of that, score some points. You know, the thing to remember is that Tufts is ranked #1 in the country for a reason, and to kind of take that with a grain of salt as Trinity and, play the best that they can in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, here we see some of the replays from this fourth quarter action. Great move there. As we'll see the teams come back with just over 3 minutes to play here in this NESCAC matchup. Shot clock violation there. We saw the Bantams used up all of their time. That's something that Tufts loves to see, is forcing the Bantams to take all 30 seconds there. Harrington over to Katie Hicks there. Katie Hicks, one of the seniors on the team, able to get 2 points there on the pull-up. Udell here.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Good time for the bench to get some experience out there. Running sets, getting good looks, playing good defense, building up confidence for tomorrow, because Tufts are going to need everyone in that big matchup against Amherst.
Yeah, Otley uncovered. Unwilling to pull up. Probably shaken from some earlier attempts. Here, Harrington inside. It's going to stay with the Jumbos here, as we'll see what Harrington can draw up.
Trinity College foul on number 13, Brooke Howard. That's her first personal.
Out to Martinson. Martinson to Hicks to Hermes. Hermes into Martinson. Into Hicks. Hicks has it. They're calling it a jump ball. That one will go to the Bantams. See the Bantams making a quick substitution.
Number 33, Erica Junket.
Junket comes in for Udell, as Udell will sit down, the starting point guard, probably for the last time this game. Played a great game, had a really tough matchup against Dillon, but really showed some fight here in the third and fourth. So it comes to Junket. Junket running up the point. There, that's Michaela Montini, I believe, for the Bantams. Collins with a crazy layup.
Wow.
Gets it to fall, though.
That's a Sports Center top 10 nominee. I don't know if we can get that little insignia on the corner. That's a great
Yeah,
drive.
we'll see the replay.
Something that was missing in the first half too was the dribble penetration, but Trinity doing a lot better job of that in the second half and scoring more points and getting better opportunities.
And Martinson there working on Brooke Howard. Was able to just push her back, but couldn't get the basket to fall. See Montini here, goes for another crazy layup, can't get it to go.
Got to give Trinity credit. Down by 40 on the road. It's been a tough game. Still fighting, still continuing to play. Says a lot about the character of their team.
Yeah, as Montini goes to the line here to shoot two. Even the gap to 37 if she gets both. We'll see. Swishes the first. Obviously, we know Trinity not too far away, and they have a few mass players, so they got, they have some pretty good support in the crowd, which you can't always say, and it's great to see. She makes both.
Little press here.
Yeah, as Otley sees right through it.
Pretty easily.
Yeah, Tufts broke the press with ease. That was Montini with a great steal there. Montini, the player of the fourth quarter so far, pulling up, gets it to go. It's a big basket there. Montini, we're going to see a replay of that with the steal. Just kind of finds a little space and pulls up.
Great play.
Yeah, great play there.
Trinity continuing to play hard, continuing to play as if it's a close game. It's going to help. It's going to help them a lot in future contests. Great block.
Yeah, as Otley gets blocked there. She's blocked so hard she's going through her shooting motion as if she still had the ball.
It's a bad feeling getting your shot blocked like that.
Yeah, I know I've had that in my fair share of basketball experiences.
Oh man.
I think we all have.
Oh yeah.
Going up with air.
That's why we're here, right?
Yeah,
right?
that's why we're in the stands,
court.
not on the court. Well, I would hope Tom and I wouldn't end up on the court.
Oh no.
Oh, with a cut there, with a great cut.
Oh.
Can't get it to fall there.
Great find there. Just
Yeah,
not able
Katie
to finish.
Hicks was wide open, but just couldn't finish. As we see Collins here.
See if Trinity tries to get a shot. Looks like they'll try to get a shot off here in the final seconds.
Oh, can't get it to fall. Goes into the Jumbo's hands. They're just going to let the clock go. And that brings us to the end here. The final score here, 74 for the Tufts Jumbos, 39 for Trinity. That brings Tufts to 21-0. overall, and Trinity to 11-8. Trinity dropping to 2-5 in conference play. Tufts moving to 8-0. As we see the team shake hands here. I'm Tom Jazanowski.
Tom Mahoney, yeah.
And I'm Bridget Bell.
And we thank you for joining us. Please tune in tomorrow. We've got a game at 3 p.m. Tufts versus Amherst. Please tune in to watch on JumboCast. Thanks for joining us here at Cousins Gymnasium. Have a great night.